going to stay in Scandinavia because our next speaker is coming to us from Helsinki, and he is part of App Campus, which is an accelerator. And I know we heard a number of people talk about accelerators. This one is through a partnership with Microsoft and Nokia. Is that correct?
Correct.
And so Toni Peramaki?
Yep.
Was that good?
Yep.
Oh, look how impressive I am. Please, a warm welcome to Toni, who's going to tell us about what's going on in Helsinki in terms of accelerators.
Thank you. Do I have the clicker somewhere? Yes, thank you. First of all, it's a pleasure to be here and getting to know all you great people who are pushing here in Turkey and the surrounding areas, the startup scene forward. So happy to see also here as around the world things happening on that front. So let's say if you're an investor here, most likely you've been coming here looking for new teams, possibly that you could invest or partnerships for your current ones that could help them go forward. And on the other hand, if we have startup founders in the crowd, you most likely are looking to maybe finding the equally crazy investor who believes in your crazy idea and is willing to take the bet and take that forward. So for the next couple of minutes, let's look how actually possibly we could help on that front to push you forward. So let's start. So as said, App Campus is a 3-year accelerator program by Microsoft, Nokia, and Aalto University in Helsinki. And what we do is basically help developers and the Windows Phone ecosystem forward. So helping developers to develop on Windows Phone. And basically our accelerator program is threefold. First of all, we give funding through our grants. So we give 20 to 70K funding teams who are going to develop on Windows first, Windows Phone. And then, second of all the teams that we take into the program are basically giving coaching throughout the whole developing process. And then we are organizing a 4-week Appcademy acceleration period for the most promising teams in our portfolio, where we basically take them to Helsinki and give them coaching on many of our different topics. And then, of course, when our teams launch their app on Windows Phone Store, we basically help through our partners, Microsoft, Nokia, and others to push them on the markets and actually to people. So the funding that we give is basically grants. So we are giving 20, 50, and 70K grants, and 20K we give teams who are developing standalone apps with no backend, no API connections, and when the application goes actually to a more complex, then we give 50 or 70K grants. The thing, what I said about us being unique accelerator program comes from this. So basically, as it said, we don't take any equity, we don't want any revenue share, and all the IPR that the team develops throughout our process stays with the team. So the only thing that we actually ask from the teams that they publish on Windows Phone first, and they stay only on Windows Phone for the first 90 days, so 3 months. And of course, you're able to develop on other platforms during that phase if you want. What we're looking for, as it said, differentiation. So we're looking for teams that have ideas for an app that are not available on Windows Phone Store, or that are published on different platforms, iOS, Android, so forth, and that have tremendous track record and have proven to be successful cases. Second of all, we're looking for teams that have mass market appeal, so that meaning ideas that we believe that are able to hit the 500,000 download mark in the first 2 years, or sorry, first 1 year. And of course, we are pushing our teams, put the ambition level as high as possible. But if we don't believe in the beginning that the idea is capable of doing that, then most likely you're not in our program. Then, of course, the team should be experienced. So basically, you should have development experience on the major platforms, some of them, and then, of course, the whole proposal that you're applying with should be convincing. So we are not looking to push only like teams that put one application out and die away, but we actually want to develop startups that stay longer and actually prevail. Our process is like that. So we basically organize mobile app acceleration camps, which are 2-day coaching events all around the world, where we actually select, from there we select the best teams to come into our program. And when you get into the program, you start a development phase where you work with our specialists and our quality assurance team to make sure that your app is actually designed as it should be and everything's working. And when you get through the design review, you get 30% of the grant and go into implementation. And at the day when you publish the app, you actually get the 70% of the grant, so the rest of it. And what comes to the grant, we don't actually, in that sense, care what you put the money into as it goes to the development. So there are not that many restrictions, and also the process is quite dynamic, so it's no hustle for the teams. And basically, after the launch, there's a 90-day exclusive period. And I think the biggest part is also the go-to-market, because most of the teams, tech teams, they know how to build the app. They might need some support on it, but usually they are quite good at it. But the challenges come when you actually have to get the application to market and to the people. So we operate in Helsinki, in AppSpace, which is basically 1,000 square meter co-working space with all you need for developing: coffee, internet, and so forth. And at least from my perspective, the most important part is the go-to-market. So in that sense, we're able to help the teams with, of course, support from our partners. So Nokia, Microsoft, we are able to help on global and regional level to feature apps, push them to the markets. And also we have partnerships with example, AdDuplex, who is the biggest cross-promotion platform for Windows Phone. So basically, every team that is in our program gets some money for that, and we are also basically matching one-to-one your marketing on AdDuplex up to 5K and adding 4-time multiplier. So meaning if you put 5K into marketing, you get 40K worth of advertisement. We are currently working, as is in quite many countries all over the world, and the categories of apps that we have are quite much. There are lots of games, but basically we have apps on every category. And what we're looking for here, and why we're actually here, is to look at if there's a possible potential teams working on mobile in here, Turkey and the surrounding areas, that we could help push forward to make their idea, dream come true. And of course, partners. So we're currently looking into possibilities of organizing events here also in Turkey and the surrounding areas. Well, thank you. I'll be here till Saturday, and if you have any questions, just come pull my hand or go to appcampus.fi. So Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much, Toni.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that. Thank you.